Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Parisa if you're new here, and in today's video it's all about 5 different flower types beginning with the letter E, part of the A to Z flower series. I've also made other flower facts videos, so check those out too if you like this video. Follow me on social media too. On Instagram I'm called Parisa Flowers and on Depop I'm called Parisa Chloe. And without further ado, let's get started with this video. So the first flower beginning with the letter E is called Echinacea. I think that's how you pronounce it, I'm not exactly sure. But the meaning of this is health and strength. The colours that it comes in is black, white, yellow, pinkish purple and dark burgundy. And it blooms from early summer to midsummer. Some interesting facts about Echinacea is that it is a genus that has 10 species that are all commonly known as cornflowers. They only grow in the East and Central North America in areas of prairies. Prairies are where wheat is grown in areas with moderate rainfall and moderate temperatures, and there are few trees in the areas that Echinacea grow. So for medicine use, Echinacea is used in herbal medicine for healing and antibiotic properties. So how do you grow it? So you should expect Echinacea perennial plants to grow in clumps growing up to 4 feet tall and 12 to 46 inches wide. They are drought tolerant plants, so you don't need to water them much, but it is recommended to water the young plants in a sequence from every day to every other day to every other week to every month. Then the next year you won't need to water Echinacea unless there isn't rain for about 8 weeks. So you should use mulch with compost to ensure that the Echinacea grows to a good height and width, but if you see that the leaves go a different colour, like yellow, there might be soil deficiencies, so you should do a soil test to provide the plants with the missing nutrients. The next flower I'm going to be talking about is Ethium. The meaning of Ethium is viper, which actually is a Greek word, and that is probably due to its resemblance to a viper's head. The colours that it comes in is white, blue and pink. The blooming time of this is July. And some interesting facts about the Ethium is that it grows well in sun, as it is native to North Africa and the Mediterranean. There are 40 plus species of Ethium from the subtropical Macaronesian archipelagos, and they cover volcanic slopes of Madeira, the Canary Islands, and Tenerife actually has the unique E. wild pretty Ethium species, which is known as the Tower of Jewels, growing to 3 meters, and Ethium can handle low temperatures in winter from up to 3 degrees, but you need to protect them from the damp, and you can find them growing in a range of areas including the UK, in the Cornish areas and the East Midlands. Taller Ethiums are native to the Canary Islands, so they'll need to grow in similar conditions in the UK if you're going to grow them here, and they are prolific. You should handle them with care, as sap can irritate skin and they're toxic when they're eaten. So for medicine use, the Ethium are diuretic, which means that they can decrease your blood pressure if you've got a higher blood pressure, and that's because it can increase the water and salt that's expelled from the body. It is a demulcent, which can relieve irritation. It is a diaphoretic, which is a medicine to do with sweating. It is also an aphrodisiac, and it is an antitussive as well, which can relieve coughs. So how do you grow the Ethiums? So you should choose a variety that will suit the conditions of the climate and soil you will be using. You should use seeds, sow them in late spring using a vermiculite, and don't overwater, and transplant seedlings once they are germinated. If you're using biennial seedlings, they will readily self-seed, and in water you should store the Ethiums in a conservatory or greenhouse for them to survive. The next flower I'm going to be discussing is the Eustoma, also known as Lisianthus, and I actually knew of this flower before doing this video, but I didn't know it was also called, that the genus name for it was Eustoma, and it is a popular flower used in wedding bouquets, so most people do know of this flower. And the meaning of Eustoma is it means beautiful mouth due to the shape and colour, and it is a Greek word. Like most flowers are actually Greek words, which I found quite interesting. I'm not really sure why most flowers have Greek names. I'll probably have to look into that a bit more. So the colours of the Eustoma are white, pink, blue, and there are some variegated varieties like pink with white. And the blooming time of the Eustoma is 2 to 4 weeks for the first and last bud to bloom from early summer, and they grow from the bud upwards. Some interesting facts about the Eustoma is that they are a genus with only 3 species in the Echinacea family, native to the South United States, Caribbean, Mexico, and depending on where the plant is grown, it can be annual or perennial, and they are bell-shaped flowers in single or double petal varieties. For medicine, the Eustoma is used because it has biologically active components that are very valuable, such as I don't actually know how to say that. Secoiridoids, flavonoids, and xanthones. So secoiridoids are bitter, helping the immunological system, and there are actually gentiopicroside metabolites contained in these secoiridoids that have anti-cancer properties, and flavonoids have anti-amoebic properties of xanthones. So how do you grow the Eustoma? So they're grown in climate zones, in all climate zones, but will grow better in areas with mild summers, and they're not a good plant to grow from the start for beginners. It is better to buy Eustoma with buds or emerging flowers from perhaps a garden centre, and plant the Eustoma in an area with full sun, and make sure that you use well-drained soil and plenty of nutrients like leaf mould, compost, and the soil pH must be between 6.5 and 7, because acidic soil will make the Eustoma leaves yellow, and to make the soil more alkaline you can always just add some limestone to the soil, and it is best to have drip irrigation system to give water to the Eustoma, because when you use this system it allows the water to get to the roots more easily. The soil should consistently be kept moist and should not be kept soggy, and you should choose flower fertilizer with 11 out of 2 times amount of potassium as nitrogen. You should water regularly, and make sure that you do fertilize the soil for best growth, and they look good with other English classics like delphiniums and scented stock. And there are 3 types of Eustoma. There is the flamenco series, which are the single blossoming type. There's the Maureen series, which are the semi-dwarf, and the Balboa, which has dozens of flowers that grow per plant. The next flower I'm going to be talking about is the Erica, and this is part of the heather family, and the meaning of Erica is protection, good luck and admiration, and in Scotland they are often used as a sprig of white heather for protection in a bride's bouquet. The colours that Erica comes in is white, mauve and pink. It's best to plant the Erica in early to late winter, like December to February. Some interesting facts about Erica is that they are useful evergreen perennials. Small shrubs are what most of the Erica species are like, and they are often 20 to 150 centimetres in height, and some varieties reach up to 7 metres tall, like the E. arborea species, and there are so many Erica species, there are around 605. Their medicine use is for gout, which is sudden joint pain, for arthritis, for breathing problems, colds and coughs, stomach pain, spasms, digestive disorders like diarrhea. They can regulate the circulatory system and digestion. They can treat wounds by adding some Erica to the bath. So how do you grow Erica? So most Erica flowers grow best in acidic, well-drained soil in sunny areas. Some varieties will survive alkaline conditions like E. terminalis, and you can propagate the Erica, so you can grow more Erica, because by propagating you can grow more genetically identical heather to the parents through asexual reproduction, which is an inexpensive way to get new plants that you already have. The final flower beginning with the letter E that I'm going to be talking about is Aragorn, and the meaning of this is early and old man in Greek, and this referring to its late spring growth tendency. So the colours that Aragorn come in is white and pink, and they bloom from May to October. Some interesting facts is that the Aragorn is a large genus of daisy plants, and they are often grown for ornamental reasons. In Asteraceae, they are in the Asteraceae family. They can be annuals, biennials, and perennials, and they have unique two-toned effect of white and pink, and they grow low and they grow well in sun or shade and in any well-drained soil. Aragorn is used in medicine for hemorrhages. I think that's how you pronounce it, I'm not exactly sure though, and that is when blood escapes from like ruptured blood vessel, which is due to having an abnormal blood accumulation in a part of your body. And also Aragorn is used in congestion in almost every part of the body. So how do you grow Aragorn? Well, you put seeds on some seed compost on windowsill that is warm, and then sow them from April to July, and they will self-seed by spreading their roots. Therefore, they are perfect for paths and walls, and you can grow in sand or well-drained soil and ensure that you water them regularly, as dry soil won't aid growth. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you would like to learn about other flower types, be sure to watch the other videos that I've made from the A to Z Flower Facts series, which are all ordered. Please comment, like and subscribe. I'd love to hear some feedback, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!